Giving all praise, honor, and glory unto Yahweh Bahashem Yahushai. Yahweh is the name of the Heavenly Father, and Yahushai is the name of his Son, who the world knows commonly as Jesus Christ. Also, shalom to you, sincere Akim and Akwath, who serve the Most High in truth and in sincerity. Shalom to you guys. Now, moving into the lesson today, we'll be talking about how we're moving into the end. That is where we are right now. We are in the last days, as we do know. Alright, it's been the last days ever since Yahushai was on the earth, man. But now we know that we're in the last of the days, man. You see? And we know this because ultimately we see the prophecies, man, that Yahushua spoke of coming to pass. All right, all manner of hell is getting loose, breaking loose, man. All right, you understand? You have famine. Well, yeah, food shortages, well, coming up to famine. All right, it'll make its way up. You also have rumors of war right now. You have rumors of all hell breaking loose. All right, we know that much. We have, with the elections, things are brewing. We know things are brewing, man, with some civil war, ultimately leading up into a world war. All right, much more than just civil unrest, which we will be seeing. All right, that civil unrest will ante up to be a war. All right, civil disorder and then war. But like I was saying, we also have the economy is dropping, man. It's dropping rapidly. We have the dollar has no more value. It's going down as well. And when that dollar goes down, that the nation, all right, comes down with it, man. The nation of America will come down with the dollar. So with all that we have on our plate, well, the Americans they have on our plate, man, it's a lot to eat. All right, that's all we have to say. It's a lot to eat, man. It's a lot to swallow down. So much so that is just overwhelming for them. It will be. The time we're coming into will be overwhelming, especially, well, more so for the people who don't have this knowledge, man. Because let's go ahead and get a precept here in Isaiah. All right, ultimately we know that the brothers, man, all right, the brothers and sisters who are in this thing, in the truth, and serve the Most High, all right, the Lord's servants, they'll be stable in that day, level-headed. All right, ultimately the men, though, because wisdom, all right, the word, it tells you that it's to the men. Real quick, let me go to Proverbs first and foremost. Proverbs chapter 8, and I believe 3. It tells you, "For unto you, O men, I call, and my voice is to the sons of men." And that's us. All right, the men. His voice is to us, you see? So these words we have to follow as the children of the Most High. So this is Isaiah chapter 33. All right, Salakia. Isaiah 33 and 6. It says, "And wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy times, and strength of salvation. With fear of the Lord is his treasure." That's what we're coming into, man. Into the times where we need wisdom and knowledge. That will keep you stable. Now, if you understand, wisdom and knowledge aren't of this world. They are not. If you thought wisdom and knowledge was something you can just stumble upon, learn it in some classroom, that's not how it works, man. Wisdom and knowledge comes from on high. Let me go to that. All right, then we'll go to let's go to Proverbs first and foremost. 24, I believe, and 7. It tells you, wisdom is too high for a fool. He openeth not his mouth in the gate. So wisdom is too high for the average American. Yes, the average American are foolish. They are. By what they do, what they think, how they live is foolish. The Lord said is not the Lord said that the foolish that this world is foolishness, man. All right, paraphrasing. Let me go to Romans first. Let me bring that out and then go to James to get the Salakia, 1 Corinthians. Give me a second here, Bible shop. This is First Corinthians. I believe it's the first chapter. And give me a second. All right, here we go. Verse 20. 1 Corinthians 1 and 20. Where is the wise? Where is the scribe? Where is the disputer of this world? Hath not God made foolishness the wisdom of this world? So there's a wisdom in this world, man. But it's not the wisdom from on high. That's the beautiful thing about it, man. We don't have the wisdom of this world. We're not limited to that. But we can go above and beyond, far beyond the wisdom of this world, which is foolishness. We know foolishness as well as we do know wisdom. You see, that's getting the knowledge of good and evil. The Lord gave us this. He gave us the knowledge of good and evil to decipher, to discern. That's where we are now. Deciphering, discerning whether something be good or evil, man. And that's something that you have to have not to be a beast. All right? If you can give me a second real quick, Baba Kusha, I can go to Psalms chapter 59. All right? I believe it's 49. All right? Because the Lord said, a man without knowledge is a beast. That's all. What do beasts do? All right? I see beasts on a day-to-day basis. What do, man? They actually hop on one another. A male will hop on another male. What does Esau do, the so-called white man? The same damn thing. So, this is Psalms chapter 49. And 20. It says, man that is in honor and understandeth not is like the beast that perisheth. Understanding too comes from on high, man. Wisdom, knowledge, and understanding, they're all heavenly gifts. Because you can't get one without the other, man. Without understanding, you don't have wisdom or knowledge. All right? And vice versa, you see? So, but the man without wisdom or understanding is like the beast that perisheth. So we're going to have a lot of beasts that are going to perish in the last days that we are in. The last days, the last moments, man, that we're in. A lot of beasts will perish. Why is that? Well, Lord willing, we can go to it. But first and foremost, I don't want to hold this precept too much longer before I forget. James. All right, James chapter 1 and 17. Remember, man, the gift that we was given is from on high. Like I said, you cannot go, I forget the classroom they call it, in college, some course. Give me a second. I believe it's theologian school. You can't go and be a theologian. I believe that's how you pronounce it. You can't do that and then believe that now you understand everything, man. All right, those men, to be quite frank with you, they're foolish too, man. They went somewhere to learn from somewhere who had no idea what they're talking about. You see, that's the wisdom of this world, to believe that you know what the Most High is saying without wisdom from the Most High himself. Real quick, before I get this precept, this is Sirach chapter 1 and 1. All wisdom cometh from the Lord and is with him forever. So, All wisdom is from the Lord, man. If you want wisdom, it comes from the Lord. And we know the Most High is giving out this wisdom liberally in these last days. But to who? The elect, though, man. That's why we can see these prophecies popping off. Because the elect are getting this wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. Being sealed. Alright, this is really what we hope for, man. This is what we hope for as Israel. We talk about the kingdom. This is what it comes down to, though. Getting this wisdom and getting all the way through. That's how it works, man. James chapter 1 and 17. Every good gift and every perfect gift is from above. You see, the Most High, He gave us gifts from above. And if you know the word, all right, the word, it tells you what does it really mean to be above. All right, when it says above, it just means the heavens, man. You know. Let me go to even back in Exodus. All right, even back in Exodus 20 and 8. It's like it 20 and I believe it's 4. Thou shalt not make unto thee any graven images or any likeness of anything that is in heaven above, or that is in the earth beneath, or that is in the waters under the earth. So you see, the heavens are above. That's where the Most High dwells. That's His throne. Heaven is His throne. You see, so the Most High sends from the heavens down to the earth wisdom, knowledge, understanding. Those are the perfect gifts. Those are. Moving on. And cometh down from the Father of lights, with whom is no variableness, neither shadow of turning. So we have to understand that the thing that we have right now, it's not at all an earthly thing. All right, what I mean by thing, quote unquote, wisdom. All right, I shouldn't have referred to it that way, but you know, just for for emphasis. Well, I forget how it said. All right. Anyway, though, moving into Isaiah. Isaiah 55 and 10. Give me a second here. Emphasis. It's like I was thinking of it. Emphasis. So this is Isaiah 55 and 6. Seek ye the Lord while He may be found. Call ye upon Him while He is near. Let the wicked forsake his way, and the righteous man his thoughts, and let him return unto the Lord, and He will have mercy upon him, and to our God, for He will abundantly pardon. Man, that's crazy. That you can be like in the world, man, and then the Lord sends down His Spirit to you, and then the Lord delivered you, man. That's pure mercy, And then again, not only did the Lord have mercy to bless you with wisdom, He gave you mercy to understand that you can make it through what's finna come upon the earth. Man, Anyway, give me a second here. It tells you He'll abundantly pardon. Something to know about the Most High, man, is that He is merciful, man. He is. The Most High is merciful. But you can never, abuse grace, or else, that's not going to work. That one's not going to work. But the Most High, man, He will pardon. If you can do what's correct, though, that's the only thing, Verse 8. For my thoughts are not your thoughts, neither are your ways my ways, saith the Lord. And get this, for as the heavens are higher than the earth. We just read that. The earth beneath, the heaven above. His ways and His thoughts are higher, man. He's giving you a similitude. He's breaking it down simply, man. Just like the heavens are above, the earth is beneath. Look, your thoughts are like the earth, my thoughts are like the heaven, and so are his ways. It tells you, I'm going to read it again, verse 9. And as the heavens, because we know, again, where did that perfect gift come from? From above. For as the heavens are higher than the earth, so are my ways higher than your ways, and my thoughts than your thoughts. So we have to understand that we're not walking as mere men anymore, but we're walking as men of the Lord, because we're walking, well, we are rehearsing the righteous acts. We are trying with the best of our ability to walk in his ways and think as he, with his thoughts, man. Because that's the gift he gave us. The wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. That is of the Lord, Wisdom, it tells you how pure she is. Real quick, if I can go to it. It tells you how pure wisdom is. And that's what the Lord gave you, man. That's what the Lord gave us. That's the crazy thing about it. Because before the Lord gave us the wisdom, we was literally earthly men. We was beasts. All right? The beasts of the field. That's what we were. But when the Lord poured his spirit, wisdom, knowledge, understanding, his ways and his thoughts upon us, we became men that were not of the world. We came from a beast a state into an estate of being as a above a beast, being a man, a real man. You see. Anyway, let's go to Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 7. All right, and give me a second while I find it. 24, I believe. Yeah. Wisdom of Solomon 7:24. Get this. For wisdom is more moving than any motion. She passeth and goeth through all things by reason of her pureness. For she is the breath of God, and a pure influence flowing from the glory. And a pure influence flowing from the glory of the Almighty. Therefore can no defile thing fall into her. Yeah, man, look at that. For she is the brightness of an everlasting light, the unspotted mirror of the power of God, and the image of his goodness. So that is what the Lord gave us, man. That's not of this earth. Things that are of this earth, down beneath of the world, goes on. It's all darkness down here. You understand? Down here is all darkness, where the earth is just corrupted. You see? Let's go to Psalms real quick. And Salakia, I know I kind of drifted away from the whole lesson, but Lord willing, we can get back on track after we get these precepts. So, Psalms chapter 82 and 5. They know not, neither will they understand. They walk on in darkness. All the foundations of the earth are out of course. So the foundations of the earth are out of course. Meaning they are basically broken, man. Something out of course is going the wrong way. It's like you're broken, man. It's like you have a bike, right? You're trying to go in a one direction, in a straight path, but then your front wheels kind of curves, all right, to the left or to the right, man. It's broken. The earth right now is broken. It's lucky to, ways to put it. But basically, with Esau on road, yes, the earth is broken, man. He's the destroyer of the earth, so that would make sense. So ultimately, going back to Isaiah, though, we'll explain what we was talking about in a second. Isaiah 55:9. For as the heavens are higher than the earth, so are my ways higher than your ways, and my thoughts higher than your thoughts. So that it's a blessing to get these things, man. To get that wisdom, knowledge, and understanding, so that we can walk correctly, man. These are ways of life. You see? Moving on though. For as the rain cometh down, and the snow from heaven returneth not thither, but watereth the earth, and maketh it bring forth and bud, that it may give seed to the sower, and bread to the eater, so shall my word be that goeth forth out of my mouth. And it shall not return unto me void, but it shall accomplish that which I please, and prosper in the thing whereto I sent it. So we know that the Lord sent us that word, man. You know how rain comes down upon the grass and the grass grows? That's exactly how the Lord poured his spirit upon us. And we are as the grass. We were supposed to grow too. Isaiah 51 and 2. For the Lord shall comfort Zion. He will comfort all her waste places. He will make her wilderness like Eden, and her desert like the garden of the Lord. Joy and gladness shall be found therein, thanksgiving and the voice of melody. So look, we were a dry place. All right, even going back into the dry bones, that's how we were. But now the Lord, he gave us life. All right, that's ultimately what it comes down to. The Lord, he had mercy. All right, the Lord's a merciful God, so he gave us life, man. You know, and that's where we are right now. So real quick, if I can go to a Sirach 35. All right, 35 in the last chapter, the last verse. It tells you this. All right, here's a parable from Sirach. That's similar to Sirach chapter 35 and 20. Mercy, all right, is seasonable in the time of affliction. So the Lord will have mercy on you in the time of your affliction. But it's seasonable, man. You know, this goes for many things, you know, upon even on a physical level. Mercy is seasonable. Seasonable, right? The root word is seasonable is season. A season is only for a time. You have 4 seasons, all right? You have winter, fall, spring, and summer, I believe. You know, according to what Esau, you know, kind of taught us. But you have 4 seasons, man. You know? But the thing is, it's for a time. Winter is not going to come during summer, and summer is not going to come during winter, or fall or spring for that matter. So we know that the mercy is seasonable, all right, meaning for a time, in the time of affliction, all right, as clouds of rain in the time of a drought. So look, we are coming to the end of that mercy. What is that? The grace period, man. And we used to be a dry ground. Isaiah just told you that in 51 and 2. All right, I believe. Yeah. 51 and 3. All right, so we were a waste place, a desert, a wilderness, meaning a place with zero life of plants, all right, or of organisms. But now the Lord, he gave us the rain, which is now what we're in, and we are now growing. But remember, that's a cloud, and it's seasonable, only stays for a time. Telling you what? Yes, there's going to be a famine of water, of rain, of the word. So for those of them who grew up the way they're supposed to grow, hey, you're going to be good, man. That's your stability. But if you didn't get it, well then, you know, that's that. All right, but again, the topic of the lesson was the elect are being sealed. Understand that. Let's go to Matthew 20. All right, here's a parable from Yahweh Shai, man. Matthew 20 and Slakia. I believe it's 1. It says, for the kingdom of heaven is like unto a man that is an householder, which went out early in the morning to hire laborers in his vineyard. So this is the kingdom of heaven, man. What is likened unto? It's likened unto a householder which went out early in the morning. All right, so these are key words, man. An owner of a house went out early in the morning to hire laborers in his vineyard. So this owner of the house, all right, the householder, the good man of the house, he had a vineyard. And he hired people to work in the vineyard. And when he had agreed with the laborer for a penny a day, he sent them into the vineyard. And he went out about the third hour and saw others standing idle in the marketplace. So 3 hours later, it's like not 3 hours later, but the third hour, okay? He goes out and he finds more men standing idle, man. You know? Meaning they're standing doing nothing. Verse 4, and said unto them, go ye also into the vineyard, and whatsoever is right will I give you. And they went their way. So you had more men go into the vineyard. Now we know, we know that this vineyard is the work. All right, doing the work, man. Being in the truth. That's the vineyard. When you're trying to attempt to do what the Most High requires of us, to keep the laws. All right, to go out and teach. All right, do something profitable for the ministry. You know, that's the work, man. You know, whatever the world will tell you to requires of you, that's the work. Goes on to say, verse 5. Again, he went out about the sixth and ninth hour and did likewise. All right, so he did 2 more times. And then there's more laborers that came in, right? Salakia. If I can find. And 6. Verse 6. And about the 11th hour he went out and found others standing idle. And saith unto them, why stand ye here all the day idle? They say unto him, because no man hath hired us. You see, and that's what's happening right now too. Right? Because no man hath hired us. What does that mean? It means that, look, we didn't get the truth yet. There's some people who haven't even heard this truth yet, man. So they're still out in the marketplace, standing idle somewhere. But understand that we're waiting on those men. We're waiting on those men who are now standing idle to come into the vineyard, man. Those elect to come to the work, to come into the truth. Let's read on. It says, verse 7, they say unto him, because no man hath hired us, he saith unto them, go ye also into the vineyard, and whatsoever is right, that shall ye receive. So when even, all right, meaning the evening was come, the Lord of the vineyard saith unto his steward, call the laborers and give them their hire, beginning from the last unto the first. And when they came that were hired about the 11th hour, they received every man a penny. All right, so this is at the end, which we are right now, right? We're at the evening time. We're at the night time, man. The night is far spent. The day is at hand. So right now we're at night, man. We're at the evening time. And the workers, man, are the workers that were standing in the idle place. I mean, standing in the marketplace idle. There's a few left, man. All right. But they're on their way, man. You know? And who knows? They might actually be here, right? But we're just waiting, all right, for the steward to come and tell us, all right, give us our reward. All right, well, but basically what this comes down to is we're coming to the end, man, because we are in that night. All right, it's far spent and it's coming to an end. So our reward is coming, man. Goes on to say, give me a second here. Verse 9. And when they came that were hired about the 11th hour, they received every man a penny. And okay, come on. So, that's what I want to go into. So we're in that last hour, man. And the Lord is finna give us our penny. All right, Lord willing, we are of that number. You see, but ultimately, the men are being sealed. The elect are being sealed. All right, we're coming into the knowledge. Multitudes are waking up, man. That's what we got to understand. Multitudes of people are waking up, all right, of Israel. And that's how you know that this thing is coming to an end, man. Let me go to Isaiah real quick. All right, because we brought this out before. I think I'll end out on this one. Isaiah chapter, let's see here. Isaiah 10 and 12, it tells you, wherefore it shall come to pass that when the Lord hath performed his whole work upon Mount Zion and on Jerusalem, I will punish the fruit of the stout heart of the king of Assyria and the glory of his high look. So when the Lord is done perfecting us, man, that's the work the Lord is doing on Israel. Perfecting us. Let me go to Second Esdras, Sirach 2 and 5. It says, for gold is tried in the furnace, and acceptable men in the furnace of adversity. So right now, we are in that furnace, man. We are being worked on by the Lord. So when the Lord is done working on us, all right, even by way of the Assyrian, all right, we know who the Assyrian is in this context. It's talking about the so-called white man. It's talking about America today, because we know that Assyria was an oppressing nation, as was Babylon, Greece, Persian and the Medo Empire, Romans, Egypt. All those, all right, were oppressors, major oppressors, world superpowers. And today, America's no different, man. A big oppressor, big world superpower. So we know that this Assyrian is talking about today, man. The Americans, man. Proud, all right, stout heart, high looks. So the Lord is done using them to chastise us, to make us perfected. Because nobody wants to live down here. Nobody wants to live under the basest man of the earth, the destroyer of the earth. This man, no, that's not something you want to do. It's a humbling experience. So the Lord is putting us through it so we can come out. When we come out, we're going to be purified. In the end. All right, that's why it tells you in Matthew. Let's see here, Matthew. I believe it's if I remember correctly. I believe it's. Give me a second there, Alfie. I believe it's. It tells you. I'm gonna have to paraphrase it to lock you. I can't remember where it is. It tells you that he endured to the end, the same shall be saved. All right. So basically, those of us who endure to the very end, those will be saved. All right. Let me just read this in Matthew 10 and 22. And ye shall be hated of all men for my name's sake, but he that endured to the end, the same to the end shall be saved. So we're gonna have to endure to the end to be saved. You see, and that's what this comes down to. You see, enduring. All right, enduring. But with that, just want to make this video to show you, yes, we are coming to the end, man. The elect, they are getting the ways and thoughts of the Most High. They're getting the wisdom. They're being sealed. And that's why a lot of things are popping off. Because, Salaki, I actually didn't finish Isaiah 10. Because it told you I'm going to read it again, Isaiah 10:12. Wherefore it shall come to pass, that when the Lord hath performed his whole work upon Mount Zion and on Jerusalem, I will punish the fruit of the stout heart of the king of Assyria, and the glory of his high looks. So when the Lord is done using America, which is in modern day Assyria, he has no more need for them. And they're going to be punished. All right? That's what that comes down to. So before that happens, this devil's going to come down with great wrath. All right? So with that, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to the Most High Yahweh, Ba'Hashem Yahweh Shah. Shalom.